I know I told you we were going to get back on the mill this week, and we will get back to the mill eventually. But I've run into a bit of a problem on this. The steering column latch is broken, so it just likes to go wherever it wants to, and it makes driving a real joy. But it's kind of hard to drive when this is down in your knees all the time. So we're going to work on it and hopefully get this under control. You've got to be half contortionist to be able to reach in and get things where they are. They don't design these things or engineer them so that they're easy for you to work on. So what we're looking at is under here, this latch up here, this latch is broken inside. There's a gas cylinder in there. We have to take this all apart up here and pull all the guts out of this, but we'll do the best we can. We'll see what happens. Well, I went through the trouble of taking all the top of that apart, and I really didn't need to. So, but assuming that the cylinder had to come out, that's where it attaches up at the top, and so we got an exercise on dismantling the column and putting it back together. Well, when you have to stand on the side of the tractor on the step and reach in, it's real uncomfortable. You can't sit in the seat and work on this thing. If I was about 40 pounds lighter and 20 years younger, it might be a little easier. Well, this is just the beginning. Had to take the gauge unit out of it and the ignition switches. No, we didn't. We just went through a lot of work for nothing. We'll see how that goes. If they put any more plastic in these things, they'd have to put a sticker on them that says made by Mattel. I'm sorry about the camera angle. Sometimes it's hard to get a decent angle so you can see, but I don't think there's so much we can do about this. Well, I think we may have stumbled onto an easy fix. I'll show you what we're up against. I wish you could see what I have to do in order to get this shot. This is the bottom of the gas cylinder that goes up to the bottom of the steering column. This hole is supposed to line up with that hole, and there's a pin on the other side that has slipped out. What we're going to have to do is figure out how to put that back, and well, I don't know how easy that's going to be, and then figure out a way to keep it there short of welding it. So that's our problem. So I'm glad it wasn't any more serious than that. I don't have to order any parts. The gas cylinder seems to be fine. And all I got to do now is remember how to put it back together. It would appear as though that pin has nothing but a press fit. There's no place to put on a clip or anything. Matt Wetzel would be proud of me. I'm using a claw hammer. So, maybe. I fought with this for about a half an hour until I realized that I could adjust the cylinder and hold it in place with the latch and then move it so I could get the pin into it. Well, we got the pin put back in, and now it was time to put the top of the dash back together. It'll be a lot nicer next time we go to drive. It's a nuisance when you have to fight with the steering wheel. I know it's kind of hard to find anything interesting in a video like this, but you can't always pick your content. So I appreciate you taking the time, and we'll hope to get something a little more interesting next time. Well, at least we're letting you get a peek at the mill this time. We've got a lot we want to do to it. We want to throw a little paint on it. We've got to replace some decals. We'd put some safety features on it, some upgrades, and a little cosmetic work. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this today. I'm sorry that we haven't had time to get done what we'd like to. But in the spring, we'll have this thing done. We'll be able to get out, and I've got some really nice Douglas fir beams that I want to cut up. I've got a whole stack of logs of some nice ash, and I got some old walnut. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, but we'll go out and make some dust. And if you have time, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about what we're doing here. And I'm having fun doing this. I don't need to get paid for it, but make something nice for you to watch. So you have a nice day, and we'll see you next time.